Hey,
It will be okay.
I'm breathing.
Welcome to the morning of Miranda's air wrapping.
Does look good for our future children?
Exactly. I look like Ned Flanders with my big poofy hair. Not using any product because scent is bad.
Perfume is bad.
Well,
for embryos. So perfumed products.
no perfume. Not that I'm going into contact with any eggs. My boys are.
Good morning and welcome to potentially the most important day of our lives so far, and it's really tragic. When I just filmed that, I kind of took myself out of focus, but we were going around the corner. It's egg retrieval day! Woo! Woo! Yes! It is 8 minutes past 6 in the morning. I am so tired, but we are on our way. I have got basically no makeup on. I've got nothing in my hair, no perfume on, nothing that could harm. A little egg, a little embryo. We got told that we specifically weren't allowed perfume, but we just figured that any perfumed products were probably a good shout to avoid as well. So, feeling incredibly au naturel. We're just driving to the hospital. Tris, how do you feel?
So obviously for me, there's nothing physical to be nervous about, you know.
Yeah, just gonna have a good time.
I'm just gonna have a good time, exactly. But I am nervous about what's to come afterwards and like finding out how many eggs we've got.
Yeah.
Now, that's I think the hardest stage, because that is like the maximum you can get. Everything after that will be a drop off that, but you can kind of expect that. The drop from 13 andro follicles to whatever we end up getting, we just don't know what it is. We just don't know. You can almost kind of think, okay, if we got out X amount, we'd only drop a little bit every stage, but this is the stage where we may drop quite a lot. We may get all of them. We just don't know. So yeah, it's odd and strange, because obviously you'll be going down for surgery and I'll be there, and then you'll be put out and you'll have your bits done.
But I mean, it's not even surgery technically. It's a procedure, but I'm not having general anaesthetic. I'm having sedation, which actually, when I was trying to fall asleep last night, was the thing that was stopping me fall asleep, because I was getting a bit stressed about it. I'm sure it will be fine, but I've just had sedation before and I didn't really enjoy it. It was okay. Like, I don't want to psych myself out and freak myself out. I don't know. I don't want to feel any pain. I don't want to. I would rather be asleep, but I understand why they've chosen to do sedation versus general anaesthetic, because it's just less intrusive. They don't have to put a tube down my throat, which is always a good thing. And I'll just still be in control of my own breathing, and I'll just be less groggy afterwards. But even so, I'll still have a level of sentience. I'll tell you how early it is. My phone is still on the orange screen mode, so that when I wake up, if I see it, I can still go back to sleep afterwards. That is how early it is. That is a horrible.
Scott's home early.
What's that from?
The M&M advert.
Oh, yeah.
Where the M&M's like, Scott's home early. Now the biting makes sense. That one.
Hey interview, welcome to my crib.
Did you do that in the last one? I thought so. I was like, hang on, where have I seen that before?
Deja vu.
Laparoscopy vlog.
Yeah, but here we are.
Check it out. Oh,
Sorry,
she's stripping
this
off.
is not to be filmed.
Standard hospital room. I am glad though, because this is the room where I'll have to do my sample, and there is what appears to be a wipe clean chair and footstool. I don't know what they're expecting me to do with that, but that's there.
Lie back and relax.
We've closed the blinds because Miranda's getting changed, and also I don't really want to be sat right there doing business with half a hospital staring at me, so I'll be avoiding that at all costs. Look at you go. Well done with your things.
I am going to have to get changed.
So while Miranda gets changed, whoa, that wasn't me. I'll be explaining all the bits and bobs that our lovely nurse, Claire, she's going, Claire, not Claire, Jill. It's really hard, they're really similar sort of names.
They look completely different.
But a C and a G are very similar looking letters as well. Those pants are horrific. Miranda's got her little red wristband because she has reactions to ibuprofen, which is a bit impractical, but you know, there you go. We'll have our anaesthetist and our consultant, Mr. B, come up and chat to us, and then Miranda will go down at about 7:45 to have her egg retrieval, at which point I'll be left in here to my own devices. I will produce my sample, sat right where I am now. Oh, there she is. Bra in hand and everything.
Please, can you do it at my back?
Oh. Let's let people see what they want to see. Oh, wow.
There's a lot.
Oh, there it is. That's how. Sorry.
Well, Don't I look attractive? I need to take my socks off as well.
I say everything. Let me sit down in French. Ready?
It's like you're proposing all over again. Wow. Lovely. Oh, thank you.
Nice hairy legs.
I'm not getting those in shot.
Are you not?
We've had our anaesthetist come in and chat to me and explain everything. I'm going to have a sedation and then a slightly heavier sedation on top of it. Is that all right? I'm going to have intravenous paracetamol, anti-sickness, and then afterwards, if I need it, they can give me some heavier stuff. I could be offered a rectal anti-inflammatory, but I have reactions to ibuprofen, so I'm not allowed that.
Oh, missing out.
What a shame. I don't know what to expect. And then my nurse, obviously, she's lovely. She's come in and she's done my obs and whatnot and taken my blood pressure. There's not much to report. I'm just in my sexy gown waiting, ready to go. Trish is more nervous than me because of the sample.
I think the reason I have any sort of nerves is also just the prospect of, in a couple of hours' time, we'll know how many eggs we've got.
Yeah, no,
And then I'll fertilise them with my little fellas. And then that's that, really, you know, which is mental. Those of you who've not listened to Test Tube Baby, then why the hell not? Those of you who have will know that my concerns about being in a room and doing my sample with giant windows have very much come true. Because they have got these upright blinds. My fears have all materialised. Luckily these ones close. Now sometimes there's like one missing. I'm glad these ones are in tip-top condition. And also these are themselves slightly wiped clean. I don't know what they're expecting, but if it hits those, definitely not done a good sample because it's got to go in the bloody pot. Miranda's trying to go for a poo because she's worried that there's something. Her scan on Monday showed that her bowel was slightly in the way of her ovary getting to it from the inside of the vaginal wall. So if she does a poo, it might make it easier to manipulate the bowel so we can get to the other ovary. Time to do it. She's back.
I bet. So weird, the sedation, like, don't remember anything. They put it in my cannula, and he said it will take about 45 seconds to a minute and you'll start to feel fuzzy, and I did. I started to feel very fuzzy, very relaxed, and then that is it. I just don't remember anything else. I was expecting to be like really aware, but no, couldn't feel anything. It was absolutely fine. I didn't need to stress.
So, Miranda, you want context on the egg front?
Yeah, so
we had 13 antral follicles and he managed to get 4 eggs. And he wasn't like, yay, 4 eggs. It was like, yeah, we got 4.
Yeah.
Now, of the 13, they predicted that there would be 8 that they could get eggs out of. And of those 8, they looked to kind of have around 50%. So it's the sort of number that you would expect.
Yeah.
But it's still...
I wonder why. I find it interesting. He said, he was like, think about it as a shell with a pearl. Not all shells will like have a pearl inside or something, so
yeah,
I guess that's why.
So they're just analysing my sample now. It's borderline IVF ICSI, so I may have to do another sample, which will be fun.
You can do it.
And then we wait and see what they think of the second sample.
And we're about to order breakfast.
And we're going to order some food.
That's the most exciting.
That's the most exciting that's happened all day.
I don't even remember the mask going on. Like,
it's over there.
Huh?
It's behind you.
Why have such a mask?
Yeah. They brought it back through again. Came through with you.
What? I have no memory of anything.
There you go. Ponder face. Obviously, we were hoping for more. We were optimistic, but what I will say is we were optimistic because we had 13. When we had a scan last time, we had 4 on one side and 5 on the other. So we had 9 in total.
Been more expecting 4.
Yeah. So it's because we had this glimmer of hope with 13. So I'm pretty happy with that.
If we can do IVF instead of ICSI, the embryologist will decide really what's best for us. It just would be nice to get more than one. That's okay.
Yeah. If we can get to the end and have 1 implanted and freeze 1 or 2, even if we freeze 2, 1 in 3, we'd have 1 child from that. Statistics are correct, and we know that your body can do it. We know that we are compatible. We made a baby, so. Okay. Yeah, what, you've been sedated. I'm not surprised you're yawning.
Yawning.
I'm boring, I understand.
Yeah. Apparently there was very minimal blood on my part as well, which is good. And they had to give me a shot of penicillin. Sorry.
Shot of what?
They had to give me a shot of penicillin because of all my previous like surgeries and laparoscopies and complications and whatnot. They were like, we're giving you this straight away, just to be safe.
Antibiotic?
Yeah, antibiotic, because they didn't do it for everybody, but just because I was a slightly more high risk case, they're like, we don't want to give you a chance of having infection. So they did that for me, which was very kind. I was like almost like excited. I was like looking forward to the whole sedation process and like drifting off, and I just don't remember anything.
Just knocked out. You came back through, and I heard you down the corridor saying hello to someone.
Oh, did you?
As you arrived, and I was like, oh, she's back and in good spirits. Right, you just snooze.
Yeah.
Yeah? Sleep tight, and we'll let everyone in the world know what's going on. Well done. So we're touch and go with the IVF or ICSI, and even with that, they want to make sure they've got the best quality sperm. They've got a few apparently they've got slightly tilted heads. Apparently. So the forward movement isn't great, so for IVF that's not ideal.
No. Which means...
Round 2.
Guess who's back? Go on.
Limbering up.
Da da da. Da da da. You can do it, Trav. Da da da. Don't drop the pot.
High five.
High five, I love you. Think happy thoughts. Think strong thoughts. You can do it.
You're up on your feet?
Yes. I've had some codeine. My tummy feels a little bit more battered now. What is the time?
About 11:30.
So how long have I been out for? Like how long since the procedure?
You came back round at slightly before 10, I think.
Yeah.
Hang on, so you went around at 8, 7:35. You were about just after 9, I think.
Yeah.
You went down for surgery at about 8. You were back about 9 o'clock.
9?
Yeah.
What have I done for an hour and a half?
Nothing, slept. I had a second sample.
Yeah, he had to do a second sample.
Yeah, which we know about. We've had the results of that one come back.
Yeah.
And they were the same as the first, so it looks like it's going to be ICSI. So now the embryologist will kind of strip back your eggs and work out which ones are mature and which ones are not.
And they can only fertilise the mature ones.
And then fertilise the mature ones.
So we have 4 and we have ICSI. So it's not what we wanted, but it's what we've got, so we'll deal with it. I'm feeling quite tender and sore. I had some codeine, and I think I'm going to need some more paracetamol quite soon. I think we're about to get discharged, we can go having. So considering we got in at, what was it?
6:30.
6:30, and it's now 11:30. It's been very quick.
It will be okay.
It will be okay.
Because, you know, at least we didn't start off with none. We've started off with 4.
Yeah.
So even if there's one that they can push and get it back.
Just one. One.
As long as it
Well,
works and
hopefully
it goes
4.
in there. But yeah, wish us luck.
Please wish us luck. Oh, Tris.
Excuse me, my sausage is repeating himself on me.
All right. Okay. Brilliant. Thank you so much.
Okay. So I hope you can have a nice relaxing afternoon.
Yeah. Just chill.
We'll speak tomorrow.
All right. Lovely. Thank you so much. You okay?
Yeah.
They managed to fertilise all of the eggs, and only one looks a little bit misshapen. The other 3 look okay.
Fix itself.
Yeah.
So there are 4 that are fertilised. Now we don't know if it's
Oh my god.
worked properly yet.
But
Tomorrow morning we'll find out if it's worked, but at least we know that all 4 have been fertilised. So the rate of success is now much higher.
you jumped. You like jumped up.
Fucking hell. Oh my goodness. Right,
Yeah.
more positive now.
Yeah.
You have 4 mature eggs.
That's
that we can use.
bonkers. That's nuts.
All 4 are mature, which is the good news.
Oh my god.
Ugh. I'm so glad they called us, because waiting till tomorrow
Yeah. That would have been painful.
be more like Jen, that's why I said.
Be more like
She's
Jane.
lovely.
Lots of love.